I'm really enjoyed to be with you today and share this time with you. I would like just to say to you, many years ago, I met Natalie and Radha and Mira from London. And Natalie, Radha and Mira start a little pop-up shop, a little shop in Pidam. And they sold many beautiful things to raise money for Green Sakthi, for planting tree. I'm sorry for my English, I do my best. And I see this shop and I saw that and I'm thinking myself, wow, what is a fantastic idea. It's such a beautiful things. And it's great because each thing raise money for planting tree. And I was so enjoyed to be part of the shop and help Radha and Mira to solve things. And we start also to create some little things as flowers with material. And Radha and Mira enjoy this idea. And when I come back to France, I continue that. I continue that with many kids, and all the kids enjoy this idea, and all the kids enjoy create things by themselves. And also because we are more and more things, we start to sell things in a little shop in Lyon, in France, as les marchés de Noël.
So that's the Christmas markets.
The Christmas market. And it was a success. And we raise money for planting tree always. And also we have now a shop online who called Lakshmi. And yes. And
so Lakshmi, it's in the chat box, the Lakshmi. It's LAXMI.fr. And so this is a pop-up shop that Margot's created with all her friends and all her ideas.
So we sell on Lakshmi, we sell the things from Pidam, from Sam project, and also our creation. And each month we can raise money for Green Sakthi. Each month we can plant tree or raising money for giving food to people who work at the Green Sakthi. So I'm really enjoy this project. I work with that for many months now, about 1.5 years. And now it is the first workshop, and I'm so happy to do that with you today. I think create things, it's very important because it increases creativity, and we are always happy and proud of us when we create nice things, because we see what we create and we see beauty, and we feel so happy and proud of us to be able to create nice things. And also we can offer it to someone who love, or sell it for raise money for planting tree. We can also, when we start to create things with Radha and Mira at Pidam, on a cousu des petites fleurs en tissu.
So with scrap pieces of material, they actually sewed little flowers out of the material, out of scrap material.
Et je vais encore avoir besoin de toi. On a utilisé des tout petits morceaux de tissu qui devaient être jetés à la poubelle. Et on a pu en faire quelque chose de très joli.
So what the little pieces of cloth that they were actually destined for the rubbish bin, but they rescued these little pieces of cloth and actually made these beautiful little flowers. So it was actually, yeah, it was actually using something that would have otherwise been wasted.
Donc
They're actually just they're just trying to log on now, Radha and Mira, so they'll be coming on soon.
Donc, à chaque fois que je crée quelque chose, soit je crée des choses à partir de choses qui sont recyclées pour éviter que ce soit jeté à la poubelle, soit je fais ça avec les fleurs des pujas.
Okay, so when she makes things, it's either with things that are going to be wasted and thrown into the rubbish bin, or otherwise she makes things. She also uses her flowers from her pujas, which she does every day.
Because it's broke my heart to waste the flower from puja. It's so precious, and because when we offer flower in the puja, the flower keeps all the divine vibration, so we can keep them and do something with this flower.
Exactly.
I made a lot of jewel with flowers. Jewelry. Mm-hmm. Like earrings or un collier.
Necklace,
de bracelet.
Bracelet,
with a flower from puja. And it's so beautiful and so nice. And I love so much that because a lot of people bought this jewelry, and now I see when I watch Facebook or when I see my friends or when I look photo, I see a lot of people wear this jewelry, and I love that. Not because I made this, but because I know all this flower keep the energy from Narayani, and I see a lot of people wear this energy of Narayani. And each time I see that, I said, "Oh, what! It's such a blessing. It's so beautiful." That's why I try to have more and more ideas to create things about with puja, with a flower from puja. So today, for the first craft workshop, we will learn how to dry correctly flowers, because it's not easy. Often we lose the color of the flowers, or we don't have la forme, garder une jolie forme de la fleur.
So that the actual flower can maintain a really lovely shape when it dries.
Yes, so there are different ways to dry flowers. The first one is la plus simple, more easy.
The simplest.
Yeah. Merci. Alors je vais juste, voilà. Donc, I will show you. So you can just, if you offer un bouquet de fleurs,
a bouquet of flowers.
You can l'attacher et le pendre avec les fleurs en bas.
So with the bouquet of flowers, if you're given a bouquet of flowers, you can tie them up and turn them upside down and dry them this way. So what happens? How much time can they spend in water? If Say, for example, someone gives you a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
How much time do you keep them in water?
It's the same because if you the flower they will lose color. So donc si on veut faire sécher le bouquet, il faut juste l'offrir.
Okay, can you just sorry, I'm just trying to, I can't get in. Sorry. Oh, j'ai pas le code.
Tu as besoin de quoi?
I just need the code for them to get in. They said they can't reach. I just don't have the.
Le code d'entrée, le code
Ouais.
Le code de réunion?
Oui.
C'est le 863.
863, ouais.
1811.
1811.
6502.
5502.
6502.
Pardon, 65 502. Okay, sorry, thank you. Sorry for that interruption, little commercial break.
There is no problem. Donc, si on veut garder la couleur des fleurs, il ne faut pas les laisser dans l'eau. Donc,
so if you want to maintain the color of the flowers, you cannot leave them in the water. So what happens is the aging process happens when they're in the water. So they'll open up and the petals will start to fall, and that's what Nikki's photography is all about. Is about flowers opening and transforming. So there we go. So this is Mira and Radha have come. So we would, let's just see. Can you please turn on your, there we go. Hello, my darlings.
Hello.
Hello.
We would, so this is Mira, who is one of the girls that she was talking about, that Margot was talking about. They did the pop-up shop in India, the very first Green Shakti pop-up shop, which we called Harrods, remember?
Hi,
Yeah. Hi.
So the very first pop-up shop was called Harrods, and that's their little puppy dog. So Mira and Radha, we were just, Margot was just explaining how when you're drying flowers, so can you just show the flowers from the bouquets? So for example, if you get a bouquet of flowers given to you, you can put them into water, but what will happen is that they'll start the process of getting old and actually the petals falling. So what Margot does is she ties them and she turns them upside down as soon as she receives them, and it actually maintains the shape of the flower. And and what she's wanting to do for next week is when you do this bouquet, this is how you actually, she's on this session, we're actually looking at how to dry flowers. So the reason you don't put them in water is, number one, is for color, so that they actually maintain their color, because if you put them in water, they will lose their color, and also to maintain the shape. Okay, Margot, your turn. That was a summary for...
Merci. Et aussi, avant de les faire sécher, il faut recouper les tiges.
And before you want to start drying them, you need to cut the stems. And how much do you need to cut them for? By? Okay, so about 2 or 3 inches, like 10 centimeters.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you need to do that? Do you know? Is it to get the...
I don't know. I don't know. Je sais pas vraiment, mais j'ai remarqué ça par expérience.
So she said she doesn't know why, but she just said with her experience, she if you do cut it, it just it's better for the flower to dry.
For the color, for keeping the color. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the steam keeps a lot of water, and if you could, it's more easy for the flower to dry and keep
Goes up to the flower.
So say that again, Nikki.
Yeah, so it's free to go up to the flower and be used and not be in the stem.
Yes.
But I have another issue, and I'm trying to find out about it. I'd like to work with dried flowers, but for years I've heard that feng shui. Do you know about feng shui? The Chinese? No.
No.
Well, the feng shui philosophy is that it's not good to have dead or dried flowers in one's home. So I'm struggling with this, and I'm going to read up on it and see if there's something I can do to change that karma.
Ah, le feng shui. Ah oui, c'est parce que dans le feng shui, on ne peut pas garder des fleurs séchées chez soi.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because Margot's coming from more of a French tradition where they dry flowers, you dry lavender, you put lavender into little pouches so you have nice scents in your cupboards. It's a very old French tradition. So it's the use of flowers, you know, for perfumes, and for you put dry petals into teas, you dry flowers, you do bouquets, and you do a lot of decorations. So culturally in France, it's something that's very much about beautifying your home.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm working on it. I'm working to understand the positive aspect.
Yeah,
So
and also what Margot was explaining was that if you have used these flowers in puja, what they're holding is a very good vibration of the puja, and so it's actually about being able to keep that vibration and create something beautiful, and then you can transport it to someone else's house, and it can actually hold that.
That makes a lot of sense. Yes, I can go for that.
Je me rappelle qu'il y a des années, Amma m'a offert une fleur et j'ai toujours cette fleur. Et pour moi, c'est hors de question de l'ajouter parce que c'est une fleur séchée, c'est une fleur qui vient de Amma et c'est tout ce que je vois quand je vois la fleur. Et aujourd'hui, quand je crée des choses avec les fleurs séchées, tout ce que je vois, c'est pas des fleurs qui ont fané, c'est des fleurs qui ont été dans la puja et qui portent l'énergie de Narayani.
Yeah, so she said years and years ago, Amma gave her a flower and she dried that flower. So when she sees it, she always remembers that moment of being given this flower, in that, you know, of that energy from Amma. And that every time she dries a flower, it's not dried flowers. For her, they're the offerings that have been given to puja, and that they're, you know, so they're divine flowers because they've been offered.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, there are another way to dry flowers. Si c'est trop compliqué de les attacher et de les pendre quelque part, parce que des fois dans des appartements ou dans des maisons, c'est pas possible.
If it's too complicated to dry a bouquet of flowers because you don't have the space, or it's just a little complicated, there's another way of drying flowers.
C'est avec la grille du four.
It's with your from your oven, you know, the
grill. Before you put cookie here, now you will put flowers. Et donc l'idée c'est de mettre 2 piles de livres pour tenir la grille.
So you put 2 piles of books on each side to actually support the grill.
Et de mettre les fleurs entre les.
And you drop the flowers in the middle of it, like so the actual stem is hanging.
Donc comme ça.
What sort of flower is that? Is that a peony?
C'est une pivoine.
Yeah, pivoine. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, my favorites.
Donc j'ai fait sécher le bouquet de pivoine entier. Donc j'ai des pivoines vraiment très ouvertes.
So these are peonies that have been quite opened up. So she's actually already dried these ones.
Ouais. Il y en a des moins ouvertes.
These ones are less open.
What kind of flowers?
They were peonies, Peony.
Okay, we got those. Okay, we'll try them.
I have another question.
Yes.
I have some beautiful peonies on my desk that I've had for 3 days, and they're open and beautiful now. So the next time I do puja, like tomorrow, can I use them even though they've been on my desk for 3 days and then dry them?
No, I mean, for pujas, you should actually, the flower should be for the puja. You can't like sit it on a, you can't sit it on a shelf and then use it for puja. The purpose has got to be for the puja.
So you need to buy it with the purpose of puja.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me, I have to get some fresh peonies.
Also, the thing is, so Margot, that's a good question. Say, for example, if she buys peonies, she doesn't put them in water, right? But they've been in the water in the florist, the peonies. So she comes home, she cuts about this much off. She can offer them into the puja, and then after the puja, she will dry them straight away. She'll start to dry them straight away. Is that correct?
But what happens if they need to open?
Good question.
C'est
S'ils ont besoin d'ouvrir, hein, les pivoines, si elles sont très, très fermées.
Si c'est très fermé, on peut les laisser dans l'eau jusqu'à ce qu'elles ouvrent.
Yep, so you keep them in water until they open. So whatever you need, whatever level you need to have them.
Ouais, c'est ce qui s'est passé pour elle. Elle était fermée et je l'ai laissée dans l'eau jusqu'à ce qu'elle s'ouvre parce que je voulais avoir des boutons, des fleurs un petit peu ouvertes et bien ouvertes.
So with this peony, she waited until it opens because with her bouquet, she wanted to have ones that were very closed, ones that medium open and very open.
Donc on peut acheter des fleurs et les offrir pour la puja et ensuite les sécher ou les laisser dans l'eau à côté de Narayani ou à côté de la photo de Amma ou sur notre autel. Ou alors on peut les offrir et puis les mettre à un autre endroit. Si notre hôtel est petit, on peut les mettre après, on peut les mettre dans un autre endroit le temps qu'elles s'ouvrent. Et c'est d'abord la puja et après on les fait sécher ou on les met ailleurs le temps qu'elles s'ouvrent.
Oh, ça c'est...
Non.
Il faut faire son petit bout.
Okay.
So you offer them in the puja, and if you want to wait for them to open a bit, you can keep them in Amma's photo or actually on the altar. If you don't have space, you can put them elsewhere because you've already offered them, and you can put them elsewhere. So it's up to you. Is that what you said basically, I think?
Oui, c'est ça. J'ai répété plusieurs fois la même chose, je crois.
Okay.
Ok. Et la dernière manière de faire sécher les fleurs, c'est...
And the last way to dry the flowers?
It's, for example, if you have very little flowers. Like,
these are irises, are they?
Non, c'est des mauves.
Mauve, okay.
Ouais.
They're beautiful, amazing color.
I have a very little balcony, and there are a flower on my balcony, but they are very small flower. So je peux pas les pendre, et si je les mets dans le gris du four, elles tombent.
And if she puts it onto her tray, it'll fall through.
J'ai aussi des jasmins.
She's got little jasmine flowers.
Et donc, pour faire sécher les toutes petites fleurs, il faut les mettre sur un torchon sec.
So you need to put it on a dry tea towel, a clean dry tea towel.
Ou une feuille de papier.
Or a piece of paper.
Et changer le papier ou le torchon tous les jours.
And so every day, if you're going to put them on a piece of paper or on a tea towel, you have to change the tea towel and the piece of paper every day to keep it dry. Because the flower will the paper or the tea towel will always absorb some moisture.
Yes. And de changer de place les fleurs aussi.
And you also, so you need to change the paper and the tea towel, and you also need to actually like turn the flowers over and move them around.
Mhm.
Okay.
Voilà. La dernière chose que je peux dire pour faire sécher les fleurs, c'est comment faire sécher les pétales bien à plat.
Okay, so the last thing that she's going to show is just how to dry flowers. You know, when you actually have them, when you press flowers, like if you want to do cards or images with pressed flowers. With Margot, she makes jewelry out of these pressed petals.
Yes, so you can see.
They're again from her pujas. So they're roses from her pujas.
Yes, and you can see a very nice color. C'est tout plat, very thin.
Very thin and flat.
You know. So if you want to do that, if you want pressed flower, you put the petal, c'est ça?
Petals, yes.
Petals between two pieces
of paper, yeah.
Piece of paper, and you put a very heavy book under the paper.
So you put two petals, the petals, two pieces of paper, and then a very heavy book on top.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then what do you keep them like that for a week, or what do you do? Do you need to change them every day? Yes,
you need to change every day. And how long time to need to become to have dry flowers is very difficult to say, because it's depends of country. Here in France, it's summer now. I think we need only 3 days to dry flowers. It's very quick, but in the winter it's more like 10 days. So just see your flower and change the place every day until the flowers is dry.
So can you change the place, and you also have to change the paper, or it's just enough to change the place of the flower, of the petal, sorry?
Yeah, je pense que un jour sur deux, changer les fleurs de place, ça suffit. Et puis
every second day, change the place of the petal.
Et peut-être 3 fois dans la semaine, changer les papiers.
Okay, so every day you change the place of the petal, and then every second day you change the paper also.
Sauf si vous habitez dans un endroit très humide, et alors dans ce cas-là, il faut changer aussi les papiers tous les jours.
But if you're in a very moist area, if you're in an environment where there's a lot of humidity, you will need to change the paper every day, because you don't want to get that humidity in the paper. Okay. Now, can you show us what you are going to, because you just got married 3 weeks ago,
yes.
And these were actually part of your decorations, right, that you made
yes,
for your
exactly.
wedding? Can you actually show us so that those who weren't there last week have an idea of what we'll be making next week? And Mira and Rada, do you need to write down anything, or you've got good memories?
Yeah, so then
We're
we can
recording
just
it.
Are you recording? Okay.
Do you see something?
So can you see in the yes, we can, yes.
Yes. Est-ce qu'on voit les couleurs ou pas?
Non, on voit juste la silhouette.
So I will show you another. Okay, it is better now?
Yep, yeah, we can see that well. Thank you, yeah.
This one.
So what's that made with, Margot? The one at the top?
I like it.
Yeah.
This one is with roses and gypsophile.
Yeah, so it looks like a baby's breath or something, I think. Anyway, a very, very small flower.
Le gypsophile, c'est la fleur du bonheur.
This is the flower of happiness. Il faut parler pour que la caméra va sur toi, parce que
Ah,
c'est sur
d'accord.
moi.
Okay. And this one is the yellow one, the color of light, with mimosa and des œillets. Okay. And this one also. Des fois, je rajoute des petites guirlandes. Des petits rubans. Je ne sais pas si je vais arriver à montrer celui-là. Est-ce qu'on voit quelque chose ou pas?
Yep.
On voit les rubans qui sont en bas?
Oui, oui, c'est parfait, ouais.
Okay. So this one is made with eucalyptus, roses et des rubans.
They're so beautiful.
And very, very easy to make.
Yes.
So what's the next step, Margot? What
So,
do we need to know for next week? So we've got to do some pujas, offer some flowers, dry the flowers.
yes.
And what else do we need to do?
And then we need string. Donc on peut choisir. Moi j'aime bien.
Jute?
Yes, it's your choice. I love this one because it look like natural, but you also choose another string ou de la laine aussi, ça marche.
Wool also works.
You need that. It's a bamboo ring.
What's it called?
Alors, je sais pas comment en France on
Bamboo,
Oh, a bamboo ring.
You can get them in dollar shops or in craft shops. Now, if you can't find this, what else can you do? What else can you use?
So you can do something if you can find this. You can do something. You need du carton.
Cardboard.
Et donc il faut 2 morceaux de carton.
You need 2 pieces of cardboard.
Donc celui-là il va pas. J'ai pris des feuilles de papier pour montrer parce que j'avais plus de carton. J'ai tout utilisé les cartons chez moi, mais.
Okay, so she doesn't have any more cardboard, but she's using paper just as an example.
Donc, qu'est-ce qu'on fait avec le carton? On met une forme ronde. Donc ici, j'ai pris un bol.
So what you want to do with the cardboard is you want to get a round shape. So here she's using a bowl.
On peut faire le tour avec le crayon. Et puis ensuite, on prendra un plus grand. Et
So
le
then
mettre,
she get a bigger bowl.
essayer de le
And-
mettre avec le même centre.
So using the same center.
Donc c'est plus facile de faire ça avec un compas. So you have that. And then you cut this form. Et donc ça fait ça. Et il en faut 2 pour que ce soit plus solide.
So she suggests that you use, if you're going to use with cardboard, to make 2 and stick them together so that they're stronger.
Donc 2 avec du carton, hein. Parce qu'avec du papier, ouais, avec du papier ça marche pas.
No, she said don't do it with cardboard.
Ça,
Or if you get a really good thick cardboard, or a recycled cardboard, a box or something, anything like that. But as long as you get 2.
Donc on les met
She said
ensemble.
you also make them with a compass too.
Et ensuite, soit on les laisse comme ça, mais en général, le carton, c'est pas très joli.
So you can leave it like that, but cardboard usually isn't very pretty.
Donc on peut prendre la laine ou la ficelle qu'on a choisie.
So you can take either the wool or the string that you've chosen.
Et passer comme ça tout autour. Donc ça va recouvrir tout le carton, ça va faire comme un petit cadre qui va recouvrir tout le carton.
So it'll make like a nice little frame around the cardboard.
Voilà. Ou alors peindre le carton ou décorer le carton avec des dessins.
You can decorate it or paint it. Up to you.
Et voilà.
And that is it. So that's what we're going to be doing next week. So you'll need to have your hoops or your cardboard, which will be, if you're using cardboard, if you can use the wool or the string or decorate it. And that's it, and the flowers.
And the flowers and the string or woolen.
Or wool, string or wool.
Wool. Yes.
So does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. So I collected, these are those orchids. I have like, I think over 15 years. I collected because those are pretty and I have probably like 100 of those dried. And I'm not sure what to do with those. I just put in a vase and put as a decoration, but I like to do something. You have any idea for this? Has a nice...
Yes, it's beautiful. It's blue color. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, so I got all these.
Oh,
but not
wow.
sure. These are like almost 15 years old.
Oh, wow. It's really beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So just if you have an idea, like if I can...
Est-ce qu'on peut voir de plus près pour voir les couleurs un peu mieux?
She just wants to see them a bit closer if you can, so she can see the shape, the form and the color.
And it has a little stem.
Can you get even closer? Yeah.
C'est magnifique.
Beautiful.
Donc la semaine prochaine, la semaine prochaine, on va voir comment on fabrique l'attrape-rêve avec les fleurs, et donc elle pourra utiliser ces fleurs pour mettre dans ce cercle-là.
So next week, she's suggesting that you can, with the dream weaver of the flower, the dream catcher, that how to actually you'll be able to place these flowers on the dream catcher and see how you can actually play with them and make something very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be nice. Okay, so
Okay, yeah.
thank you.
Does anybody have any questions?
I do. Some of the beautiful samples had in the center or a third of the way a bar across the ring, which was a good place to set the flowers. So is that something that we need to think about and bring as well?
So the question, you understand the question, Margot?
Je n'ai pas compris, désolée.
So there's the circle, and she said there's a bar, which is about a third of the way. So she's asking, do we need to bring that bar to next week, to the meeting, to our class?
Je n'ai pas compris encore.
Donc, je vais expliquer en France. Donc, elle demandait pourquoi s'il y a un petit bar, un tiers dans le cercle.
Ah, d'accord, c'est la ficelle.
Le bar. Exactement, ouais.
C'est la ficelle qu'on a installée pour porter les fleurs.
So that bar that you're seeing is actually the string that you are going to wind around your hoop. and you'll actually create, and then you'll be actually placing this your flowers in that.
Donc, on
So
peut
what you
faire,
see as a bar is actually individuals, the string that's been wrapped around the hoop.
Thank you.
donc on peut faire des modèles comme ça, avec comme une barre au milieu. Mais on n'est pas
You can put
obligé.
the bar of string in the middle.
On peut aussi faire sans barre et faire différemment. Là, il n'y
You
a
can
pas
also
il y a
do it
aucune barre.
without this. She's weaved it around.
Derrière, on voit mieux, c'est aucune barre, c'est comme un petit nid.
That one is gorgeous.
Yeah. What is the one you have in the outer ring? What leaves? Are those like the one they use for the arrangements?
I think there was what c'est quelle feuille que il y a sur celui-là avec le
The last one she showed.
avec
De
the
l'eucalyptus.
web
Eucalyptus.
eucalyptus leaves.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
So the second one was done more like a web. So she'll show you how to do that next week. So that's what you need to be doing this week, is collecting things that you like or that you find on the ground. If anything that you think that can actually go into your dream catcher, that you want to have flowers, leaves, sticks.
Is there any flower that works best?
Tu comprends, Margot?
Quelle fleur il faut prendre?
Oui, quelle fleur est la meilleure fleur?
Ouais, celle que tu aimes.
The one that you love.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Natalie, just a question. We were thinking, is it okay to forward this workshop information to, the school? One of the
Yeah,
schools?
of course. Anyone
Because
can.
kids might be interested to join.
Yeah. And if anybody's missed it, we'll put it on the Green Shakti YouTube channel so people can see it. So that's they just need to come. They just need to come with dry flowers, though. That's sort of important for the.
Yeah, I know.
Now, is there okay? So, what do we need for next week? We need the flowers. Your favorite flower.
The ring and string and une paire de ciseaux. Scissors.
Scissors. Yes.
Scissors and flowers.
Okay, so flowers that you love that are dried. So they're dried either upside down as a bouquet or hanging through the oven or on a piece of paper, which is changed every day. A ring, string, and scissors. And the flowers, if you want to have them as which have been used in puja, or better, because they'll keep the good energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you so much.
have fun drying your flowers this week and choosing your favorite flowers. Tell me, Bhagya, yes?
After this workshop, can we continue with jewelry?
We're going to be doing different crafts workshops. Margot's going to be doing them every month.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So Bhagya's going to be doing our blog. She's doing our blog as a saver of the craft workshops, the craft hours.
Great.
Lauren, do you have any questions?
I don't think so, not right now.
Okay, so I just want to say we've got in California, London, New York, St. Catharines, Ontario, Lyon, and Pedum. It's a very international workshop.
Great.
Okay, Mira and Rada, do you have any questions?
Yeah, we've got lots of flowers in the garden currently.
Perfect.
Yeah, we could use them.
Perfect. And Bhagya and Subakshi, you've got really beautiful gardens, haven't you? Your family, they're all crazy about gardening.
We have one question. So we got a lot of peonies in the garden, and how long does it take to dry peonies?
Margot, elle a beaucoup de pivoines dans le jardin. Combien de temps est-ce que ça prend pour sécher?
Les pivoines, c'est un peu plus long parce que c'est gros et que les feuilles sont très denses. Donc, ça fait une semaine, moi, qu'elle sèche, mais il fait très chaud et c'est très sec chez moi.
So she said that because the flowers are very big and they're quite tight, it takes a good week to get them dried. She said she's been drying them for a week and it's very hot and very dry in Lyon at the moment.
Okay, great. So we'll pick some today, then we'll be ready for next week.
Yep.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
I was taking some notes too.
Fantastic. So you need to write up about the workshop,
Yeah.
okay? And you can send them to me tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay? Or today, because it's your afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's all. We'll see each other. We'll see each other. So next week again with the same link and with all the stuff.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming, everybody.
Om Namo
Thank
Narayana.
you. Om Namo Narayani.
Thank you, Margot. Thank you
so much.
for sharing your wisdom.
Thank you, Margot.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. See you next week.
Ok, donc tu peux arrêter l'enregistrement.